back to My Games Podcast, episode 381, I think it is. Don't mind me, I'm building secret things that are stupid and dumb. Joining me this week is Josh.
Hello!
How are you, Josh?
I'm good.
You're good?
Yeah,
also joining me this... Oh.
I'd say I'm pretty decent.
That's good. I'm watching really horrible things. I'm really tempted to link and I hate it.
Ah.
Joining me this week is Allan as well. Hi, Allan. How are you?
I don't have much to talk about this week. I don't actually have anything dug up for this week. Like I'm kind of like whatever. Why are you sending me shit over here?
Are you gonna buy Hogwarts Legacy?
No. Why would I?
Oh. I don't know. Everyone seems to be buying Hogwarts Legacy. It seems like a cool thing to do. The game's the top-selling game on Steam. It's not even out yet. It's weird. It's weird. Don't buy pre-order games. But I figured I would ask.
I don't know.
Eh.
Why did you send me this?
Because I saw it and I thought of you.
Why?
Because you're the closest furry I know.
No, you live with one.
Why did you tell me this?
How did you not know?
I thought he was a weeb.
Oh my fucking Christ! I want you to think about what his handle is. Anyways, what do we have to talk about this week?
My name is Jeff.
Yeah, he's clearly mentally retarded.
I should put it in there. Hold on. I'm kind of retarded.
To say the least.
What is there to talk about this week? Well, we could talk about... I played about a minute of Dead Space.
I only played a minute of Dead Space? Really?
Yeah, and then I played Hi-Fi Rush, which is...
a pretty good game from what I've seen.
You could say that.
I've really enjoyed watching some of the playthroughs of it.
It's
some really good music too.
It's a fucking amazing game with lots of style.
I can't wait for you to get to the boss fight that I really like the look of, but I probably wouldn't like doing because it looks really annoying.
What boss fight is that?
I'm not telling you.
Okay.
You will get there. You get there, you will get there.
I'm on so I left my Xbox on, but I've gotten to the part where it's the JoJo guy.
Zano.
Like, yeah, the guy's literally a JoJo reference.
He is just. Oh my
He's a perfectionist, and so far it's great.
I gotta send Rory some of the fucking pit scenes from. Like, I love when you fucking meet Zano and he fucking poses and he just menacing bumps up on the screen. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
They literally were like, when they were building this game. Okay, so like this game is developed by the guys who made
There are memes everywhere in this game.
This game is developed by the guys who did Evil Within, which is, from what I hear, an okay horror game. It's okay. It's fine. It's serviceable. It's not Dead Space. Or Resident Evil. It's kind not any
more action Silent Hill.
Yeah. Which is what you want in like one of those games. Is like you want kind of something fun. And holy crap, I now have to edit out my dog chewing on her bone. I think.
That means you've also fought the wrestler, which is also fucking great.
Yeah, she's okay. This is a game that Josh would really need to play.
Can you say the name again? Because I kind of blanked out.
Hi-Fi Rush.
Hi-Fi Rush. It has one of the most forgettable names ever.
No, it isn't.
Because
That's a fantastic name.
Here's the thing. I do want to get it, but I'm just really distracted of everything else right now.
Don't you have Game Pass?
Sorta. I could just mooch off of my brother.
I thought you had Game Pass.
No.
No.
No, I do not.
So Evil Within is like a 68 on Metacritic and 80 is the highest. But Like, this is made by the same developers, and it's like at a 96.
No, it's made by the developers who made The Evil Within and The Evil Within 2.
Yeah, I said that.
You just said it's made by the developers, and then it's got this kind of scoring. You immediately jumped over the statement of what they made.
Whatever. But it's this game has so much style in it. It's not even funny. It's I play it and I'm like oh, they're doing this. Oh, they're styling this. Oh, they're doing this. Oh, this is stylish. Oh, this is cool. And like we haven't even talked about the gimmick yet. The gameplay is basically it's an action brawler similar to Devil May Cry.
It's a beat game.
Yeah, you have to hit the beats. So there's a rhythm game mechanic where your attacks will go, if you hit X, let's say off beat, the attack will go on the beat. You just won't get as many points for it. And why, like your heavies will take 2 beats in order to actually work. X's are basically, they'll go on a beat. And then it's kind of looping combos together. You have partners that you can bring in and out. And if you do a successful combo, it will line up basically a timed attack. And so I really like it so far. I think it's really fun. Similar to Metroid, it has a parry ability. I prefer this parry ability over Metroid because it brings up a timing circle. And basically, if you fill up the timing circle, hit it, you get a parry. The combos are really good. The mechanics are very good. The world and the environment, the way that it kind of moves to the beat of the songs.
It's genuinely pretty. It's genuinely just pretty funny, cute.
And it's just great.
I love the way that all the characters look. The story is really simple from what I've seen. No, I've seen all the game. The story is actually really simple. I would play this game, but this is a game that isn't really up my wheelhouse. However, Josh,
this is a game.
Josh, you are going to play this game.
Yeah, I kind
of like looking at some of the stuff. Like I'm kind of tempted to get the fucking soundtrack for this game. It's really good. It's a really good soundtrack.
It's a great soundtrack.
One of the bosses has Wolfgang Amadeus's and I'm just like, I can't wait for you to get to that boss because it's so.
I think I know which one it is. It's probably going to be the accountant.
You're not wrong, but it's even better because like there's like 4 puns in a row in that boss fight just straight off the bat.
Oh, I love it already.
Like a good example, like the marketing chick, they make a reference back to a thing that happened a couple years ago. The security chick, they make a joke about like just like how
she keeps getting hit on the head.
There are things like, oh my god, like Chai never makes a landing in the game. Like, Chai has this really dumb plan later in the game, and like the way he's supposed to like finish the plan is him entering normally, but because one of his partner's calculations was off, he doesn't land where he's supposed to, so he actually lands on his face.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Everywhere he goes, he just lands on his face. It's fantastic. Chai's got a lot of like really cool like movesets. I will say that I do like that how every fight actually sounds like it's on like they all have like slightly different beats them, but they're all still in like 4/4 and 4/8 or 2/4 beat cycles. Which means 2/4 means there are two whole notes to 4 beats, and 4/4 means that there are 4 beats to 4, and then there are 4 beats to 8 every 8 beats for 4/8, which is just technically 2/4, but also technically not. You also have 6/8, and I think you have one other song in there that is actually offbeat, and it's such a fantastic. Like they're so good. It, like again, it's the reason why like the second boss fight with Rekka. It's the reason why when they introduce her, she slams her fists together, and it's always bum 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 bum. And it's like, and so that introduces the beats of that character, and then you get Zano, and his beat is da 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 da, and it's a little bit faster.
It's yeah, but like back to like the game, like God, I just love it. It's just fun. It's a fun game. It's a feel good game. Like, and I didn't think February would be like a really good year for games so far. I didn't think February was going to be good, to be honest. But so far, it's been pretty good. It's been pretty solid overall. We got Dead Space Remake, which admittedly I need to play a little bit more of.
All I'm doing is just gonna be sending. I'm just sending the fucking Zonzo the fucking thing to Rory.
That's a guy who needs to play it too.
Absolutely love that.
Okay.
Everything that he does is just a JoJo reference.
There's 3 people off the top of my head who I feel like need to actually play this game. One of whom I'm willing to actually 2 of them whom I'm willing to lend an Xbox to, and a third who is currently on the podcast who I'm going to drive to a fucking store and force him to buy a Xbox at gunpoint if I have to.
Like, oh my god! I actually just saw all the references for fucking Zon. I'm sorry, I saw all the references just now, and they're all really well done. Like, holy shit, they like fucking. Oh my god, they're so good. Josh, you need to play this game. I'm just gonna send Josh the fucking references.
Josh could play this game at my house. We could stream it.
Where's Josh?
Well, hold on. I want to send a screen cap of me downloading it.
Oh, are you already downloading it?
Yeah.
Yes.
This isn't much of a spoiler because it's just all the references he makes, and it's just so great.
Mm-hmm. I just want to see Josh play this game. I want to watch Josh stream it. I just want to watch Josh stream it.
I'm downloading it. Eventually I'll get to play it.
I want to watch Josh play it so bad. So bad.
I might. Hopefully I'll be good at it.
He'll be amazing.
See?
Oh my god, he actually bought it. He actually bought it. Motherfucker bought it on Steam.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but like,
I know
actually,
it's not.
no, that's
it's
actually
a game
the prefer-
it's a game that's not $5.
Yeah. Oh, he actually purchased a game that was over $5. Wait, did you buy the deluxe edition?
No,
Oh.
because it's just a bunch of skins, and I'm like, I could get that later.
Okay. Yeah, but again, Game Pass proving value. Really good game. Again, really enjoying it.
Another really good. Well, you mentioned Dead Space. I watched somebody play through all the Dead Space remake. And I watched somebody play through Dead Space beforehand as well. And I mean Dead Space 1, the original, but they played it on Xbox, so... And then they played Dead Space the remake on PC. Holy shit, that game looks and fucking plays phenomenally well. There's a couple...
So, the minute I played, and I really shouldn't talk about it, because reasons... The minute I played, I actually was very impressed with how the graphics looked.
Well, the graphics are fucking phenomenal in that game. A lot of the character models are really good. Gameplay is very clean. There's a couple errors like when you use kinesis, so you pick up things with your essentially one of your modules. You can shoot them at things, and it has a bit of a snap to center effect with some things. So it has magnetism for where it's shooting, and it's a little annoying since you want to shoot at the arms, but the magnetism snaps to center of mass. So, oops. Beyond that, I don't want to talk about any of the spoilers of the game because Josh is going to play it.
Dead Space?
Yeah, no, I can't see Josh playing it.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, what? Josh played Dead Space? Nah, Josh wouldn't play Dead Space.
Would you play Dead Space, Josh?
I guess I could, but meh.
Nah.
Man.
I've seen a whole bunch of gameplay of everyone playing it at this point, and I'm like, it looks cool, but I'm not a person who plays horror games.
Yeah, that's why I said I didn't think you were going to play it.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not a person who plays horror games, and I'm playing Dead Space, so. But I'm also currently trying to figure out how to make streak LRMs.
You can't make streaker alarms.
Or Artemis LRMs
There you
in Mech Factory. So, but yeah, no. The 1 minute I played, I was thoroughly spooked. There was some spooks. And they completely altered the beginning of the game because they gave Isaac a voice.
Yeah.
So,
No, like I said, I've watched the whole game through twice now, technically, because I watched two people play, but they were playing at different times.
yeah.
Holy shit! Giving Isaac a voice is just fucking phenomenal because it gives Isaac so much agency in the thing where he's like, all right, so this is the problem, so I can do this, and he's like, he's assessing the situation as an engineer, but he's like, well, what, and if he doesn't know something, like, what are the other characters are like, well, what about this? Can we work with this? Well, I need to reroute this and this, but it could work, and like it makes them like actually like give him like quite a bit of like agency and stuff like that. It's really, really well done. But small, like, and on top of that, the dialogue all has like unique little changes and stuff like that. So if you have low health, Isaac will be like talking in pain, like he'll be like,
Yeah.
whereas if you are like running and stuff like that, he'll like be panting while he's talking. So it's actually really situationally aware, which is really, really well done. But at the same time, like, I can understand why people are like, yeah, like, oh my god, it's so well done. And they've got a bunch of like really fucking, like really good fucking like skins for the game. Like, there's one where like whenever he's in a, oh, what's his name? Isaac is in a. Oh my god, by the way, all the names, I've been like paying when I was watching through them, I didn't notice when I initially watched the first playthrough of like old Dead Space 1 that I didn't pick up on all the names, but there's characters like Josh Temple, Elizabeth Cross, Isaac Clarke,
Isaac Clarke is literally a reference to
Isaac and Clarke.
Yeah.
You've got what's his name? Hammond is like, they're all like fantastically well done references, like, and there's actually a couple others that if like you like look at it, you don't realize that like they're actually like references to certain kind of people. Oh, it's so well done. Like, when I heard that for the first time, I was like, wow. Or when I finally picked up on it, I was like, oh my god, these names are references just within themselves. That's so good. And it's actually like really well done.
Yeah.
But since you can't talk too much more about it, we'll move on. Josh,
yes.
what's going on with your magic?
I did the All for One, or god damn it, I keep saying the name of the set. It's All B1. For
for the new Phyrexia stuff, right?
Phyrexian stuff. It's quite an interesting set because it's definitely a power creep.
Yep.
Kind of wondering if there's going to be any bans from this set, but a lot of people saying there's not going to be, and I'm like, I don't know. I can kind of feel the bans coming from the set. It's going to happen. especially with two certain cards where what was it? The card that literally says all be one. That's the same name as the set. Where basically every time I think it's every time you get a counter, it does damage. On anything, the card will do damage. So therefore, and I think you can pick targets with the damage. So it's like, oh, you could just infinite combo with two cards with this, huh? It's like, yeah, you could just keep going back and forth and keep this bullshit happening.
Yep.
It's like, oh, that's great.
Oh, that just makes me feel happy.
Yeah, there's actually like a lot of cards right off the bat that combos with this one card too. So I have a feeling that's gonna get banned. And then the second one is what was another one that was pretty good? Oh, it's the artifact card that shows Tamio with this new, like, she's been completed and all mech and shit, and she has this cool gnarly claw hand, and basically the card says every time actually when planeswalkers in play they can proliferate and also they get an extra turn. But they're both plus. You're like plus, or no, one's a minus ability and one's a plus ability, which is like, oh, this is getting pretty stupid. And then the second thing is every time you're gonna place a counter on something, you place like 2 counters on the thing. It's pretty fucking bonkers.
Yeah, like all the completed planeswalkers that have come out, because you've got 4 more coming out this set with Nisa, Vanna, Jace, and Vraska. I think Vraska's in the set too. They all look fucking bonkers, and like Jace is kind of meh, but he's good for very specific decks. Where just Jace the Mind Sculptor and Jace the Living Guild Pack are just objectively better. Like he's kind of one of the weaker ones. But like,
yeah,
Nissa looks fucking mean. Tamia looks fucking mean. The green blue planeswalker, I think it is, who adopts whenever he goes to a plane, he adopts an animal and takes it with him on the runs and stuff like that.
Oh, Luca.
Luca, that's the one who it is. He's been completed too.
Yep, because he's a dumbass.
Well, no, like he's not a dumbass. Like it's within his character. He finds an animal. He's like enthralled with this, so he brings it into his system, and without realizing it, brings Phyrexian within him. He doesn't understand that.
Again, he's a dumbass.
Not really a dumbass. Again, like he doesn't have the information. He's never dealt with Phyrexia before being in Phyrexia for the first time.
I mean, he could have asked around of like, what to do or who he's fighting against. Now he just jumps in.
I do look forward to seeing the Emperor, the Empress, the Unspeaking Emperor, the Wanderer. That's what the card is going to be called, the Wanderer. Oh my god, because her friend has also been completed, the blue black assassin.
Yep.
Oh my god, he is also fucking mean. Like, holy shit, dude. What else did I see? Oh my god, like I actually like I love a look of a lot of the art for this set, but
you just love it.
Yeah,
you love it so much.
It's really good, yeah.
Yeah. Every single time like I look at Magic the Gathering stuff, I always am like, huh.
You should look at some of the special art. Like legit, like they've got the people who did the this is my hole, that manga comic where like there's a bunch of holes in the wall and they all fit a specific person. And they got that artist to do special cut versions of each, like certain cards. Elish Norn, I'm gonna look that one.
Oh god, Elish Norn has like 9 different printings.
Like, oh my god. Like, I love his art style. Like, holy jeez, dude. Hang on, I'm trying to find it. I'm trying to figure out the name of the artist, but like, they look really good. They've got Dominic Mayer. Oh my, fuck off! Give me clean images. Oh my god, god damn it, fuck off. I can't read that, you motherfucker. Either way, like they've got like some fantastic looking art for all the cards, and oh look, Elish Norn, Mother of Machines, is just almost immediately on a ban list apparently.
Good.
Do you know what Elish Norn does?
No.
All right, Elish Norn, Mother of Machines. She's a 5-cost creature. All right, fine. That doesn't sound too bad. It's 1 white, 4 colorless to get her on the board. She has Vigilance. She's a 4/7 drop, so not again fairly within the range of what she should be for 5 drop. However, her ability is if a permanent entering the battlefield would cause a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger. That ability triggers on an additional time. All right, that doesn't sound too bad. So that means you get 2 triggers on entry for any things that you could trigger for. So like if you say have a creature that when another creature enters the field, it triggers the creature to say like draw a card, or like you have landfall and it causes you to draw, which causes you to draw a card. Well, if Elish Norn's on the field, you get to draw 2 cards instead. The other effect though is permanents entering don't cause abilities of permanents your opponents to control to trigger. So that means your opponents don't get anything for ETB, and you get double ETB. She's a 5-drop with 7/4.
I thought OG Elish Norn was dickish, but this is like another version of dickish that not sure if I want.
Yeah. Which, like, again, I like actually original Elish Norn. Like, I actually like Elish Norn, the original printing and stuff like that. But like they've got like, holy jeez. We also know what happened to Karn, which is kind of funny. Karn is now just a head.
Yep.
I think it's Jinji Ito. Jinji Ito. And he draws like fantastic surreal art and stuff like that. And I'll pull up in one image of him. I'll pull up the stuff that he's done. That's just fucking phenomenal. So Jeff, you'll see here in this image, that's his art style.
Oh god, that thing.
That's Elish Norn. He does just fantastic surrealist art. It's just phenomenal. I'm trying to find the thing. Yeah, the unease of Jinjo's art. Holy shit, here you go. And here's another image. He's done the holes in the wall. Jinji Ito. Everything he does is just these horrifying, like, psychological thrillers, and it's so good. Like, I've read the Hole in the Wall comic. I've read it the whole way through, and it's just every hole is special. Every person has to be in their own unique hole, and eventually you will get into your hole. But it pulls you in, but you don't die, and it just slowly squeezes you and extrudes you down into like horrible, monstrous messes. And it's just so good. And I'm happy they chose him to do art for the new Magic stuff, because it looks phenomenal. I'm actually gonna look that up. Magic Jinji Ito, and like he's got like the plague crafter. Whenever plague crafter enters the field, sacrifice each player sacrifices planeswalker who they can't discard. Each player who can't discard whatever. But they all like look phenomenal. Like they look monstrous and evil and like, oh my god. Every time I look at like his art, it's just like, damn, dude.
You're always like, man, that just looks amazing, and I want it.
I don't want any of those things because they're going to be fucking disgustingly expensive. Like they're going to be grossly over expensive for what I want, because like I don't plan to use any of the cards that he's like done art of. So he's done things like Thoughtseize, Doomsday. Like none of these cards are cards I use because they're mostly black, and even though I do play some black, they're not my my go-to. It's not one of my go-to colors.
Well,
Go ahead.
I'll definitely keep the stuff, but
Yeah, no, like man, Jesus Christ, man. His art has no chill, and it's so good. He has like done some fantastic stuff with it.
also for the pre-release I did fair okay. We went 4 rounds and I got 2-2.
That's good.
So it was okay, but I was like, damn it! Just the people who were just I was going against just had a better combo, or just so happened to have better value, and I'm like, fuck. Well, I hope I do okay, and I did.
Yeah, I mean, you did do 2-2, but at the same time, like, this new set looks like they have no chill.
Yeah,
I mean, power creep has like effectively just been ramped up to the extreme. It's actually kind of a little frustrating for me to see.
Yeah, I think the only reason I ever got to 2-2 is simply because I actually had enough control cards just so I can squeeze out some victories, but that's about it. Like, if I didn't have the control stuff, I've been like, well, I think I'm fucked.
Yeah, I can believe that.
Yeah.
What else? What else happened there, dude?
I don't know.
I'm asking Josh.
What for, like magic shit?
Like
or...
magic stuff. Did you pull any good cards? What were your rares? Because I know if you went to a draft, you got...
Yeah, well, it was a sealed event, so
I
got Although, here's another thing I didn't know, and the store owner pointed it out. I was like, "That's a thing," and he's like, "That's a thing." You can get a rare die in the pre-release kits, and it's worth $50 online right now.
Oh, what?
A rare die. You know, the spin down counter you can get in those pre-release kits sometimes? You can get one that's different color from the rest of them. You can only get one in a case, and it's $50 fucking for a shitty die.
What is this shit?
It's a Phyrexian die. I'm sure if you look up Phyrexian die, should show up. But like, yeah, like I was buying some kits,
dice.
And I didn't quite. I knew that die existed. I know it was kind of rare, but I didn't realize how rare.
Like every number is written in their language.
Yeah, which is neat.
Did you get it?
And also, I got it.
Fucking nice, dude.
I know. It was like, oh, I didn't realize how lucky I am. But I'm like, hold on. I start looking at the die, and I'm like, I can't fucking read this.
Yep. So it's a very nice commodity thing. But but like all you got to do is like get a normal countdown die, and then all you do is you sit there and you just look at how the countdown die is, and you can figure it out pretty quickly.
Yeah. Like I'm sure if once you figure out what's 20 and then what's 19, you can kind of spin around the die and figure that out.
Yeah.
But it's like I don't want to learn another language just so I can use a goddamn die to count.
Counterpoint: I know for a fact people have learned Japanese just to use Japanese cards.
Oh yeah,
Back when Japanese was the only alternate language you could really get here in North America.
Yep. Yeah, like actually I did pull something rad. I got a time-stamped Elshnorn. So that's pretty nice. What else? Oh, actually no, sorry. It was Nissa. That's what it was. Or no, that's what's her name? The white red planeswalker with all the equipment stuff. Isn't that Nissa? No, I can't remember. Yeah, I know she got the completed treatment too and all that garbage. So
yeah, but yeah, no, pretty good job getting that fucking pull. $50 fucking dice. Nice job.
Good job, Josh.
I want to meme on you, but like I'm not even mad.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, we've been playing a lot of Magic, but we're not like hardcore parkour anymore, so we don't even show up to drafts.
Well, I haven't done drafts in 8 years.
Yeah,
I
same.
mean, well, here's the thing. Nowadays, a lot of people kind of like, there's places you can still do drafts and stuff, but I feel a lot of people just slid really hard into Commander because it's just kind of an open space. You could do whatever the hell you want in.
Yeah,
And
like I want to play Commander with you sometime.
yeah. And like, freaking, it's just a lot of openness and do whatever funny bullshit you want to do and construct whatever funny bullshit deck you want. And then versus the other formats, it's like, oh, well, you kind of have to pick these things or else you're just not gonna do anything or win.
Like one of my big things with Commander, as much as I love and enjoyed Commander, we actually back when I played at when I played Commander regularly at Warp 2, we had some house rules of if you can go infinite, you have to declare it out loud that you can go infinite. Because but we also have the rule of you can't go infinite before turn 6, because there are certain cards you can do infinite on like turn 3. Because we're like, yeah, no, we don't want to. We're not here to play competitive. And we actually pointed this out to every player who came to play Commanders. Like, you're not here to play competitive. You're here to play. You're sure you can play to win, to want to win and stuff like that. But you are here to play for fun. This is a very casual environment. We actually explained this to someone. And he was like, "Oh, you're like kind of like getting rid of like a very specific crowd." And it's like, well, that's not what you're looking for. You are here to play a fucking game with a bunch of casual players. Oh my god, it's actually kind of a little frustrating because we're just like,
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, over at my store I play Commander at, it does kind of get to a point of arms race a bit with like certain people's decks. But like at the same time, you can just talk to the person and be like, "I'm not playing that deck. Like, I'm not versing you with that deck, please."
There are decks that are just straight up just unfun to play against. Like a good example, blue-white control, black, fucking Gitrog monster, Thessia, not Thessia. She's one of the D&D characters who's like the god of like. Oh, I can't remember. She's black. She's the black character, and Rory has a name of it. It's because of black, ain't it? Where like every time something dies, or goes to the graveyard, she can take it.
Oh,
Tessa?
Ken. God damn it! I almost had it. Because of the K. But I know what who you're talking about.
Yeah, but like for me, I it's not that I don't like the like playing against those kind of decks. But at the same time, like I've actually told somebody who played like a very like aggressive like land destruction deck, and we all looked at his like, because he told us like straight up like it is an aggressive land destruction deck. My win condition is to destroy all the lands on my table, on the table with a certain card on the field, so that I can just trigger it and fuck you guys over, and then I just basically win the game because you guys can't do anything. And we're like, all right, and he's like, I understand I'm going to be targeted. And so we had fun. So we actually, like, the entire game was just trying to kill him as fast as possible. But, like, he got...
arch enemy?
He became arch enemy. And it was actually pretty funny because, like... Well, this is the thing with multiplayer Commander. Everything you do when you have more than 2 players for Commander, you are playing a game of politics. Even if you can't win, you're trying to make sure someone else loses.
Yeah, pretty much.
So you play Kingmaker. Well, like they're like a good example. I was playing a game with Jeff, Stefan, Rory, Zip, and one of Rory's friends. And I killed Jeff, and it went to Stefan's turn. And I'm like, Stefan, you can kill me, because Jeff killed Zip. I killed Jeff. Because I just spawned a bunch of soldiers, and I was like, nah, swing it out. I'm killing Jeff this turn. And Stefan's like, well, why don't you swing at me? He's like, no, Stefan, you don't understand what I'm doing. I'm setting you up to win. I played Kingmaker because I was just like, nah, that's not how this is happening.
I'm going to eliminate the guy who has the best chance at winning.
Yes.
So that way then I can lose immediately afterwards.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome to Commander.
Heartfelt fuck you.
Yeah, welcome to Commander, which is, again, you are playing politics. Even if you can't win, you can make sure he sure as hell loses with you. That's the entire, like, it's the reason why you got to look at certain things is that like if you're playing like you'll find with me with Commander, I tend not to try and play politics. I try to like give everybody equally. But there are certain decks that I look at, I go, no, there's no negotiating with like you. I'm teaming up with everyone else, making sure everyone else is in a good board state, but you're fucking dying. By the way, you need to make a new deck. You need to make another deck that other than Mortarion. You need to sit down and actually make a new deck.
Yeah, it's getting to that point. I'm just lazy. So I'm like, whatever.
But another thing is that like, oh my god. But yeah. What else is there to talk about this week?
I mean, we could talk about what else happened this week. Hold on.
Oh, the weather balloon got shot down.
Oh,
Yeah.
finally? The weather balloon
like,
finally got shot down?
It got shot down like 2 hours ago. They got shot down a couple hours ago. And it was really funny because I'm watching a Twitter post where it's a guy.
Josh, do you know about the weather balloon?
Yeah, it's so weird.
The Chinese spy weather balloon. Oh
There's
my
theories
God.
that it came from Canada, which may or may not be more concerning.
Yeah.
Well, no, it blew across Canada or something like that. We don't know.
Like it went from Canada into Montana.
But what makes it really funny is it got over the Atlantic Ocean, and there's like a couple of people who are watching it and like got their phones up, and the balloon just pops, and you can see it start falling and stuff like that. And in the video that I saw for it, when I initially found out about, was like, "Did it happen already?" It's like, "Yeah, oh well." Like the guy was so upset about missing the balloon and getting shot down. I'm like, wow. I'm like, it's pretty fucking.
Is there video of it?
Yeah, there's actually like a video stream from like I think CBC or NBC or something like that, where they're like talking over it, and you can see the balloon floating there, and all of a sudden the balloon pops and deflates, and you can see a jet pass by it off on like the bottom of the screen. It's like, and like the news reporter's like, oh, well, it happened.
Oh, that was anticlimactic.
It happened so quick. It was just like, boop, done.
You just see a little puff of smoke, and then it just goes away.
No, it doesn't. The puff of smoke doesn't happen. You just see a puff of smoke come out the side of it, and then you just see it start falling out of the sky.
Yeah, pretty much.
And it's such a funny little thing to see happen.
I mean, okay, like, so this is probably like, I find this very scary and very concerning, just global politically, because I'm like, man, I don't understand like what is going on in the world. Like, are we close to World War III? Is this dangerous? Should I be scared? And like, part of me was like, man, they should just capture it and then bring it in and then just like tear it apart and find out what it was actually doing. See if they can figure out where it is and then send the pieces back to China and just be like, yeah, we know where it is and we're reverse engineering your shit because fuck you. But that is like far more logistically complicated. I'm still very concerned though, globally, politically.
It's gonna be whatever.
Yeah.
As of right now, I don't think China's taking claim for it, but like it's gonna depend upon what happens over the next couple
I
of days.
thought they said it was theirs, or they
don't know.
did say that.
I genuinely don't know.
Oh,
It's largely consumed as China.
because I thought I read something that they said, yes, that's ours.
They've been, how do I say this? They've been flying similar balloons over Taiwan for a little bit.
Just what are they gathering? Just I want to know.
They want information on
gathering-
like military installations and infrastructure and like how like stuff
So
works.
guess where all the nukes are, Josh?
What, United States?
Yeah, guess where a large portion of the nukes that are
Montana,
on
Colorado, Nevada.
Guess where the weather balloon was found?
Initially found.
Starts with M.
Well, that's great.
And like on top of that, you also have like China runs police stations in Canada now too.
Yep. Which that's been known for a while now, though, and it's a little surprising that they haven't shut them down yet. But that's beside the point.
If I was a prime minister, I would sit there and say, you have two options: get your police out of the country right now, or I'm going to send military officers to go in and arrest them all.
The prime minister doesn't have that authority.
I would just say like get them out of my country for crying out loud.
Well, the problem is we don't know if they're tied to China officially or not. We all know that they're tied to China because they're Chinese police, but then they're enforcing Chinese law on like the Chinese citizens who've like migrated here. But we don't know if this is a state-sanctioned one or not, which I think it is. But again, we don't know, and to make that would be a little bit of saber rattling that I don't think Canada can back up. But that's beside the point. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, the balloon's been shot down. Oh well, whatever. Collect the things, find out what happened, and then destroy that thing, and then from now on, we'll watch for it, and we'll know.
Still scary. Still scary. World's a scary place right now. There's another political topic we could talk about, but I don't think anyone has the art for it. We could talk about the Last of Us gay thing, which
It's whatever. From what I've seen is like the people who like I tend to trust for political stuff. They're like, nah. Why would we care? Like it legit? Like I've watched some people who are talking about like, no, this is actually like really well done. This is actually how you write gay characters. You know,
I don't think it's offensive, and I think that it's actually like
it's
cool.
because it's not political. This is the mistake you're making here. Yeah. You're saying it's political, but it's in a show, and it's not like obnoxious. It's just here it is. It's done. Whatever. Okay, carry on. And it's that's.
No, I 100% agree with you. Want to know the reason why I'm saying it's political?
Why?
Because I have leftist friends who are like, this is the coolest thing ever, it's the greatest thing ever. And I'm like, everybody's like saying it's actually like fine. They don't actually care. And they're like,
it's whatever.
Making it into this huge political statement. It's like,
from what I've seen, it's more the right making it a bit of a thing. But again, probably. I don't care. I haven't watched the show yet, and I don't really intend to because I didn't really like The Last of Us, the game. But whatever.
God, I need to watch that show because I actually hate the game.
Well, sit down and watch it. Pirate it.
Probably.
Go yo ho ho on live streaming. Whatever. Josh, do you have anything else to add this week?
Josh, have you played any other games this week?
Let me check my Steam library and see if I actually did play any other games. I did dabble in a game called Your Only Move is Hustle.
Oh God!
It's actually the in building name for like when it was in development. It was called My Yaomi Hustle. Mm-hmm. And I should try to get some screenshots of this game. Or not screenshots, but like videos of this, because there's another game just like this, but it's not 2D fighting game. It was a 3D fighter, and it's called Tori Bash. And the whole idea of the Tori Bash is the game plays it out in a time frame, but each like 3-second intervals you get to do an action on your character. So it could be like move bicep, or like contract bicep, or extend bicep, or extra, like basically you can tell each body part to move in a certain way, and your character will move out those actions within those 3 seconds, and then basically your opponent and you are doing the same thing at the same time, and then you start seeing the actions unfold on the screen of like, oh, you're trying to punch and kick each other and trying to like either decapitate each other or just kick the shit out of each other. And then finally at the end of that huge fight, you get to see all of that motion all at once, and then see like, oh, this is how that fight went and how one guy won or whatever. Your move is only hustle is like that as well, except it's like an over the top kind of, I guess, anime fighter, but you can see all the moves displayed on the bottom of the screen that you can do at any time without really much consequence, other than there's like you can see like how much frames you lose, and those frames you lose is like your invincibility. So like if you get positive frames, that means you're gonna get on the guy right away and totally gonna do a bunch of kicks and punches on that guy. And also it's not 3D fighter, it's a 2D fighter. So basically it's the same concept of every second to 3 seconds you're making a decision, and then your opponent's making a decision, trying to figure out what you're trying to do, and then the action plays out, and then you constantly do this over and over until someone wins. And yeah, this game is pretty freaking rad. The only thing that sucks though is that like I feel like you're gonna get very blown up if you try to play this online, because there will be people who just be way better than you. I did try to like see if there was an AI or something that you can kind of like, you know, fiddle around with, but I couldn't seem to find that. Here, I'll drop a link in the general. There we go. And yeah, like if you just watch the trailer and you just go like, oh wow, they're doing all this crazy fighting moves and like zipping around and teleporting and stuff. And it turns out it's like, yeah, it's like a turn-based fighting game. You're like, oh, that's crazy.
So it's a turn-based fighting game?
So it feels like a turn-based fight. Like, feels like it's turn-based, but it's in like live. It's hard to describe, but I would say turn-based fighting game, and you get to see all your moves display out at the end of it.
Okay, I kind of need to buy this.
Because, yeah, like a lot of the nuance of fighting games of like when you should parry, when you should burst, when you should do your specials, when you should do like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Me explaining this is probably terrible, but it's
it's step by step. It's a step by step fight simulator.
Yeah,
it's a turn-based game with step by steps. Yeah.
Yep. And it's pretty. I think it's pretty sweet, and also it's like pretty cheap. It's only like $6.50 Canadian.
Yeah.
So
it's $6.50 more than I can afford.
Yeah, and like I recommend this really cool game. Again, the only thing that sucks is that like there's not really much of an AI. You have to fight kind of like human opponents, and you probably get blown up. Just be prepared for that. The game's really rad.
Yeah, that game looks good. I'm gonna purchase it right now.
I don't think we have anything else to talk about this week.
We have exactly 0 things.
I think we're ready to call it a night.
Yeah. I tapped something and now all of a sudden like audio is playing on a tab. So yeah. Thank you everyone for listening to Black Mike Games podcast. I think we're gonna do Magic the Gathering later.
Yeah.
Maybe not. I don't know. What are we doing?
Anything.
Anything, everything, and anything. Thank you for listening. Have a good night. You can listen to us every Thursday on blackmikegames.podbean.com. You can subscribe to us on your favorite podcasting app of choice or YouTube if you feel like doing that. There might be something special going on this week. I don't know. We might buy Hogwarts Legacy.
Nope.
I don't know.
What? No.
We're not buying.
Why would we?
I don't know. I don't want to.
Then don't buy it.
I have to think.
I'm planning to buy Atomic Heart. I'm planning to buy Silk Song. I'm planning to buy.
I mean, there's so many fucking good games coming out in February.
Yeah, it's actually weird because February is normally a dead month.
I kind of want to pick up Atomic Heart because I actually every single time I look at the trailer, I'm like, ooh, this looks actually really good.
It's Fallout, but in Russia. But then I'm like, no, Fallout in Russia is just fucking.
It doesn't even look like Fallout. It looks like BioShock.
Yeah, it's BioShock. Well, no, initially when I watched it, I was like, it's Fallout, but in Russia. But then I was like, no, that's
Stalker.
No, that's not Stalker. God, no, Stalker's not Fallout. Fuck off.
I mean, I have never played Stalker, and I really hate Fallout. The Fallout games, except for 2 and 1.
There's a trilogy.
I just hate Bethesda RPGs, so
it's not. I've got the game. Metro 2033 is Fallout, but in Russia.
Oh.
And those are actually really good games. But the thing is that this, as you said, looks like BioShock, but in Russia. And I'm actually really interested to see what it's like.
Yeah, I kind of want to play it.
I plan to play it.
Hopefully my computer can run it.
I gotta play Deus Ex. I do want to play Deus Ex. I want to finish up System Shock 2. But I gotta play the modded version because I refuse to play base version. Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah. There's
Nothing else to talk about this week. Let's get off so we can go do other things.
yeah. Thank you, everyone. Have a good night.
You didn't do the outro.
Okay. You can listen to hello. Whatever. Thank you for listening to Black My Games podcast, episode 381, 382. I don't know. I have to check. You can listen to us every Thursday on blackmygames.podbean.com. You can also subscribe to us on your favorite podcasting app of choice or YouTube if you so desire. We might post videos this week. I don't know. Have to figure shit out. Thank you, Josh. Thank you, Allan. Have a good night. Bye.
Five tons.
I don't think you can make a battle mech that's 505 tons.
Well.
I can look. Let's look at this. Let's try this out in Mech Lab.
Super heavy colossal mechs. The highest that we have, that is the Spider Mech, which I think is 250? No, 200 tons. And we also have the Orca, which is another super heavy battle mech, which is also 200 tons.
Where are you seeing this?
On Sarna.
Super heavies?
Yeah. There are 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 6 super heavies. There's the Matar, the Ares, the Omega, the Orca, the Poseidon, and the Spider Mech.
Yeah, I kind of want the Ares though.
I don't like the idea of.
Ares looks fun.
I don't like any look of any of the super heavies.
No, they look dumb, but they're really funny.
They're also kind of break the game mechanics.
Oh no, they entirely break the game mechanics, but they're not. That's why they're funny.
Anyway,
like I don't think they're on Maul at all. Anyways, let's sink and talk about life, death, the universe, and listen to Josh bitch about Magic the Gathering.
Sure.
Magic.
Sink in. Sink in. 3, 2, 1.